As a congregation, we are a people of not only the individual believer, but of the power of our accumulated faith. As God's children, we are a people of not only our purpose, but of God's purpose. And so, if we sit back and sow only the seeds of what makes us individuals, then we will never reap the fruits of what makes us whole. And so I compel you, not as individuals, but as a collective, as a congregation, as a community, that as we look toward the future, and as we bring our opened eyes to gaze upon the beckoning light of promise that defines the journey ahead of us, we're left with one thought. Our church friends, stands at a crossroads, and we now face a decision. Do we settle for doing what is easy? Or do we do what we know in our hearts to be right?
I'll be sure to let him know as soon as he gets in. Yes. Thank you. You too. Good morning, Park.
I've never seen the office like this before.
I know, it's like a breath of fresh air.
So just how are we supposed to do this?
An excellent question, and one I can't wait to have you answer for me, my friend. Doubting Thomas. We just letting anybody in here these days?
Good morning, Pastor.
Good morning, Kathy. Any messages for me?
Do threats count?
All right. Everybody's a comedian.
This isn't really funny, though, right?
Oh, it is. In a Keystone Cop sort of way.
So, what exactly is your objection?
Well, a little heads up would not have been out of line.
Fabulous. Have a great day.
I am a parent and the chairman of the deacons.
And a very good one you are.
Stop that.
Stop what?
Trying to diffuse.
I'm the administrative assistant. Do you really think I have nothing better to do than to stroke your ego?
Well, when you say it like that.
Thomas, if you'd like a heads up the next time, I think that can be arranged.
Well, that's not going to help us this time.
And what would you have done with a heads up, my friend?
Well, let's see. Maybe I would have tried to talk you out of it.
Oh, and to think I missed out on that.
Come on, it's pie in the sky.
Did somebody say pie?
Hello, Jim. It's a goal.
It's a dream, and it's unrealistic.
Says you.
Says me, but I'm not alone.
O ye of little faith.
Speaking of which, sir, had it ever occurred to you that if you had come to me beforehand, despite my initial objection, that I may have been able to help you prepare for this better?
Well, what's wrong with the way I did it?
What's wrong with... You passed out comment cards during the... You basically stopped the service to do polling.
Well, sure. I wanted to get everybody's opinion.
Well, then do it during the coffee hour.
Thomas, you know not everybody goes to coffee hour.
Well, not everyone participates.
Oh, well, that's something we're going to change, too.
Oh, great. Now that we're back on solid ground.
Well, Pastor, he's kind of got a point. We all want this. Everyone wants this. But how do we do it?
Well, we're going to have to tap out every resource and then see how much further we have to go.
Yeah, well, that's a bumpy road. How do we do it without looking like we have an open palm?
What he means is he doesn't want it to look like we're begging for money. And that is your task.
Pastor?
Look, God is moving the church in new directions. Now, clearly, not everyone's excited to go. But I think that we can all agree that we're being called nonetheless. Look, This has been tossed around by the leadership here at the church and the schools for a long time. It's just simply time to go. And remember, God so loved the world that he did not send a committee. But what he has sent is you and me. And he's called us to provide leadership for this project. So, what I need is this. I need some ideas about how we can move it forward, and I'd like to include them in this Sunday service. So if you could get me something by Friday, I'd appreciate it. In the meantime, I'll be dusting off my body armor.
If anybody's looking for me, I'll be at the corner of Hopes and Dreams, getting us a head start.
Good morning, Parkway.
Not you too.
Just a little something to get you started.
We're saved.
Every little bit helps.
No, not every little. So the pastor's very own plan. It's pretty far out there.
What makes you think he works alone? So really, why don't you like it?
Oh, I like it. I like it fine. It's just impossible.
I thought nothing was impossible.
It's highly improbable.
So was a flaming talking shrub.
Well, it's a shame that we haven't found one of those.
Maybe we have.
What are those?
The cards from yesterday. Have you read them?
I don't need to. Have you read them?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes. We've done it before. This is not the first time
the Parkway family is going to be undertaking something of this nature. God has put us all here at the same time to actually take that first step in faith. And now every step along the way is going to be a testament to the faith that we have.
For I know the plans I have for you, said the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope and a future.
This is where we live. We are here all the time. We invest in our children's lives, and it's a place that we call home.
It goes beyond what the education is. This is a family.
We love Parkway. For us, it is our home. It's a place where our kids can come and they're safe and they're cared for and they're loved and disciplined and they pray every day and they have a relationship with God, and that's something that is unique to a private school.
That's powerful. You don't get that anywhere else. This is a Parkway family.
I would like to see the growth of this campus, both academically and spiritually, that would truly reach out and make a difference.
Expanding the grounds only allows, for more of that to be possible.
I would really love to see if we had the resources to do more community outreach.
We've already got a good thing going, just to take that good thing and make it better.
We're just touching just the tip of the iceberg with the school right now.
Make what we have stronger so they can be stronger people when they leave.
I would love to see the physical growth, the middle school building.
Definitely the school needs to have proper facilities for middle school.
I think I would start with the technology in the schools.
A great gymnasium, the fields being finished for the athletics.
I would love to see fields where the kids are playing soccer here and not at another park.
And I love for the school to get involved with a community garden.
If I could have anything I wanted for the Parkway community, it would be a high school.
By having these kind of programs, I think our kids will be impacted.
More action and less words, and the kids respond.
Having a new sanctuary is a sign of growth. It's a sign of progress.
I think a permanent sanctuary would benefit the community and the school, because this is a place where people invest in their children and in their lives, and it just makes it more of a place that we call home.
For the church, the school, the preschool, everyone to gather as one.
A permanent sanctuary here would fulfill a dream.
There are many things that a sanctuary is needed for, and I think that we definitely need one.
It is amazing sometimes how growth is limited by the space that we occupy.
You know, when it comes down to it all, we need more room.
Making your world bigger makes you want to go and explore it. So a beautiful science lab makes my children not want science, but want to learn more.
It's going to require the involvement of every single church member, every parent, every administrator, and all of the connections that we can possibly dig up in the community.
Volunteerism doesn't have to be a big rock in your bucket, but it should definitely be at least a medium rock.
It's a collective effort, and it takes everyone, not just the people who have more resources versus people who have less resources. It takes everybody. It's a collective effort to better the kingdom of God.
It will take 100% involvement of parents, students, faculty, friends, donators, to be involved with us for this journey, and is of utmost importance.
The journey, to me, it began way before we were here.
This journey is going to take us into the future.
And it's not just our journey, it's God's journey.
We are preparing our family for bigger and better things.
It really has the ability to become something incredible.
That's why I'm so passionate about this school, because it's our home, and it saved me.
Is he?
Thomas?
We've got it.
It really is that simple.
And it was right in front of us the whole time. You see, it's not just that we achieve these goals, it's how we achieve them. It's not the destination, it's the journey.
And more specifically, it is this journey.
It is who we are. It's the people. It's you and I.
It's the kids.
It's the teachers.
It's our membership.
And the parents.
It's our whole community, friends. It's us. We're a family.
And that's already great.
The answer lies in each person's participation, however they can.
And look how they can participate. Because look who we have. We have doctors and nurses. We have lawyers. We have police officers, homemakers. We literally have people of every age and race and culture. It's a diversity which sets us apart. And I know that there are people out there who want what we've got, and they are begging us to help them become connected to something bigger than themselves.
And the core is already in place.
And we have our calling.
That's exactly right. We have our calling. In this place and at this time, we are called to make it happen. We are going.
Who's up for the journey of a lifetime?
Woo-hoo. Let's go.
Sir, there's just one thing I can't quite figure out.
And that is?
How could you not have known that we would arrive at this conclusion?
My friend, I have found that the answer is best understood when you reach it for yourself.
Today, my friends, begins our renewed understanding that the light of Christ cannot be extinguished by a lack of faith, or by a lack of trust, or by a lack of understanding. It is everlasting. And because God's light shines down upon us so brightly, we can all together achieve the impossible. My friends, won't you journey with us?
Now he's going to expect us every Sunday.
An open palm. You know, in the film we just experienced, Pastor Jim asked, how are we going to do all the great things that we feel that God is calling us to do here at Parkway Christian Church and Schools without it look like we're begging for money? Well, that's an intriguing thought, but it's one we have to address. You see, friends, where we are currently in our call here at Parkway Christian Church and Schools, we have no choice but to ask for money. Why? Well, to begin with, our sanctuary is overcrowded, especially on Wednesday morning chapel services and during special services here in the life of the church. The space is simply not adequate for the number of people who worship here. Secondly of all, our elementary school houses grades pre-K through grade 8. It too is overcrowded. Clearly, our middle schoolers need a building of their own. And did you notice in the film that kids were playing basketball on the parking lots? Friends, a parking lot's where you park cars. It's not where you recreate young people. No, we simply have to have more land. As one parent said in the film, our growth is limited by our lack of space. But just because we're growing in space doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to abandon the things that we have. No, our current buildings also need upkeep. So part of the funds that we're going to raise are going to go to help make much needed improvements in our preschool and in our current sanctuary building. And finally, because we're a church and we are true to our call, we're also going to be tithing the resources that we raise. It is our goal to establish a scholarship fund to send low-income students right here in Broward County to college. Well, why would we do that? Because, friends, for over 50 years, Parkway Christian Church has made education a priority. We believe that education is the key to not only unlocking the future of an individual, but to making a community a better place to be. Our scholarship fund is going to reach out to the community, it's going to include the community, and it will make our community a better place. Well, friends, that's why I'm so excited about our campus enhancement program, and it's why I can extend an open hand to you. Because I do believe that God is calling us to grow, not so that we can become the largest church in Broward County. No, that's not our goal at all. But I want us to grow because I do believe we have something unique here. We have a family-centered, God-loving community of diverse people, and I think it's a great place to be. So, yes, I then extend to you my open hand, of course, to receive your contribution, but also invite you to come with us. Our theme for our campus enhancement program is Come, Journey with Us. It's not just a catchy slogan. It's also an invitation. It's an invitation for you to come and become part of something larger than yourself. So, friends, come. Won't you journey with us? Thank you.